Good evening. This is Crap Grandma Says. I'm sure some of you have noticed that we've been away for a few days. That's because we got the stomach flu, and that was not fun. But we'll go right into what we're going to talk about tonight. Tonight, I want to talk to you about Marjorie Taylor Greene's comments, Donald Trump thinking he's going to bring back the military vehicles from Afghanistan, and his actions against Jack Smith's lawyers. So, in the latest episode of Government Gone Wild, our favorite political performance artist, Representative Marjorie Taylor Greene, has once again graced us with her unique brand of insight. During a recent House Oversight Committee hearing, Greene declared that federal employees do not deserve their jobs or their paychecks, asserting that these positions aren't real jobs producing federal revenue, and that federal employees are lazy. And you know what? Not every job in the government produces federal revenue. Sometimes these folks are the ones who save the federal government money. But one can't help but admire the audacity of a sitting congresswoman, a federal employee herself, denouncing the very system that signs her paychecks. It's a classic case of biting the hand that feeds you, or perhaps more accurately, gnawing at it with fervent enthusiasm. And if she really wants to find a lazy federal employee, she should look in the mirror. But Greene's crusade against the so-called bureaucracy doesn't stop there. She's found a kindred spirit in Donald Trump, who, in a move that screams transparency, has decided to revoke the security clearances of attorneys from Covington and Burling. Their crime? Providing legal assistance to Special Counsel Jack Smith. Clearly, in this administration, helping uphold the rule of law is a punishable offense. But hey, at least he's transparent that he's trying to get back at his political enemies. Not content with merely targeting lawyers, Trump has also set his sights on the remnants of military engagements past. He's reportedly fixated on recovering military vehicles left in Afghanistan, as if a fleet of dusty, non-working Humvees will somehow restore national pride. I doubt that. Only one thing's going to restore national pride, and it doesn't involve Humvees. It might involve the rotunda in the Capitol. One can only imagine the logistical gymnastics required to retrieve equipment abandoned in a war zone. But hey, as long as Trump is okay with the gigantic cost of doing this, we'll stand right there for it, won't we, folks? Meanwhile, the Department of Government Efficiency, DOGE, the brainchild of Trump and his appointed efficiency czar, Elon Musk, is rolling out reductions in force, otherwise known as RIFs. With the subtlety of a bull in a china shop, thousands of federal employees have received pink slips for performance that are very likely to be found illegal. These are the probationers. And now he's set his ketamine-cooked sights on RIFs for career feds, all in the name of trimming the so-called fat. And I believe it will trim fat in the end, because all those career feds whose jobs are important and whose paychecks are earned, when they're out of a job, they're not going to be buying things at Joe's Magaskag Little Bakery or going out to dinner at Patty Trump Pumper's restaurant. And guess whose business is closed and who loses their jobs when there's no business being conducted at those places because people are out of work? That's right. MAGAs will lose their jobs. And when they lose their jobs, they will understand why doing this to federal workers was a bad move. And at that point, I'm so certain that they will be not hurting enough for Elon Musk to stop calling it cutting the fat. And they won't be able to get Medicaid either, because they're zeroing that out as well. What kind of cold, sick, twisted mind does this to people and rejoices over it? Oh, well, that would be Elon Musk and Marjorie Taylor Greene, ever the champion of the working class, cheering on these mass firings, seemingly oblivious to the irony of her own taxpayer-funded position. And when it gets bad enough, she'll lose her job too. In this topsy-turvy political theater, where self-awareness takes a backseat to grandstanding, one thing is clear. The call is coming from inside the house. So there's that.